Good evening, everyone. Tonight, I'll be looking at this assignment. As simple as ABC.
Journalists that have covered at least in this Fourth Republic, where elections are being talked about 2 years, clear years before the next election. And you are one of those who caused it. As soon as you left the APC and you started criticizing this government, and you warned that you are going to send President Bola Tinubu back to Lagos, you are going to retire him. There are those who are asking, how would you do that? With a lot of people moving into the APC, a lot governors are moving into the APC, and those who say whatever the opposition is doing is gradually and working steadily for Tinubu and the APC returning in 2027.
They can believe what they want to believe. They can engage in self-delusion. They can use the carrot and stick tactics.
Okay. You're all welcome. I'm set for tonight. Please kindly share, like, comment on this video what you want to learn tonight. Share it with your friends and the WhatsApp group or Facebook, TikTok, any of the platform you belong to. Just kindly help me do that. Tonight, questions a friend sent to me to help him out. We have two questions here from ABU, Zaria, Bello University. It's a very popular, ancient university known all over the world. Tonight I want to help a friend out to solve this assignment. One of the questions says, if Z1 is equals to 1 minus I and Z2 is equals to 3 plus 4I, then find Z1 times Z2 all over 1 plus Z1. This question is from complex number. Then this one too, they said obtain the polar form of the complex number Z equals to minus 1 plus I. This one too is coming from complex number. So I'll do justice to it. Your own is to like and share, comment, and I'll be very grateful. Is that clear? Okay. So tonight we'll be looking at this question. Let's consider question number one. Okay. So if Z1 equals to 1 minus I and Z2 is equals to 3 plus 4I, it means we say we should find Z1 times Z2 all over 1 plus Z1, right? So this means that anywhere you see Z1, you write this. So you have 1 minus I times Z2 is 3 plus 4I, 2 of us. Then all over 1 plus Z1 is 1 minus I, 2 of us. Do you agree with me? So if you agree with me, we have to consider the numerator. So 1 times 3 is 3. 1 times plus 4I, we are going to have plus 4I. Then minus I times 3 minus 3I. Then minus I times plus 4I, we are going to have minus 4I squared all over 1 plus 1, 2 minus I. Do you agree with me? Is that clear? You agree with me, right? Okay. So if you agree with me, we can still rewrite this in this one. Note that as long as complex number is concerned, I squared is equal to minus 1, so always take notes. So here will be 4i minus 3i. We are going to have 3 plus I. Then here will be minus 4, open bracket. Since I squared is minus 1 all over 2 minus I. Do you agree with me? Any question? Do you have any question? Drop it in the comment section. If you have any question. No question? Do you have any question? Yes or no? No question. It means we can proceed, right? It's okay. If there's no question, let's proceed. So far, so good. So if you can see what I say, this is minus 4 minus 1. Multiply plus. If you turn to plus, so here will now be equals to 3 plus I plus 4 all over 2 minus I. 2 of us. So this is equals to, we can have this to give us 7 plus I all over 2 minus I. Mind you, this is not the final. Is that clear? So what we need to do, we have to conjugate this complex number. You understand? When you see complex numbers, divide complex numbers, you conjugate, right? So it means this will now be equals to, that is, this implies that 7 plus I all over 2 minus I, you conjugate the denominator. It means what is here plus minus. So since it is minus here, you convert it to what? Plus. So here will be times 2 plus I all over 2 plus I. And this is the same thing as 7 plus I in bracket 2 plus I all over 2 minus I times 2 plus I. Do you agree with me? Amen? Okay, if you agree with me, it means here will now be equals to 7 times 2, 14, then 7 times I plus 7I, then I times 2, we are going to have plus 2I, 2 of us. Then I times I, we have plus I squared, then all over 2 times 2, 4, 2 times I plus 2I minus I times 2 minus 2I, then minus I times plus I minus I squared. 2 of us, look at the board very well. Look at the board, up and right. 2 of us. It's 2, right? Do you agree with me? Okay, so far so good. If you agree with me, it means here we're going to be 14, 14, 7I plus 2I, 9I. Mind you, I square is always minus 1. It will be minus 1 all over this, and this will cancel. 2 of us. So here will be 4 minus open bracket I square is minus 1. So you can now see that here will now be 14 minus 1 is 13 plus 9I all over, here will be minus times minus plus, so 4 plus 1, which is equals to 13 plus 9I all over 5, right? Am I right? So you can now see that, therefore, this is what we are going to have. Our Z1 times Z2 all over 1 plus z1 is equals to 13 all over 5 plus 9i all over 5. Yeah, some persons want to ask why 9 before I. Yeah, one can still write it or 13 all over 5 plus I 9 all over 5. They are all the same thing. Is that clear? So do you have any question? No question? Look at the board. No question. Any question? Do you have any question? No question. So you mean we can proceed? Please like, comment, and share. Help me share. So far so good. There is no question, no problem. Okay, what if now here now change this one to x2, z2? What will you do? It's the same approach. It means you only change this one to 3 plus 4i. Do you understand? Then it's normal, it's the same thing. Is that clear? Since they do not ask us to do that, we'll not look at it. But should in case you come across something like that, it's the same approach. You are going to obtain it. So let's go ahead to consider number 2 question. Obtain the polar form, the complex number z equals to -1 plus I. So can I clean this, please? I don't know whether you're still writing, but even if I clean it, the video will be there. When you come back, you can copy it. Is that clear? Any question, or is there question that you want to ask? No question, right? So we can proceed. Okay, no problem. Let's proceed to consider number 2 question. Number 2 question. Okay, I'm playing this. Yeah, it's not difficult. So let's consider number 2 question. Amen. Number 2 question. Okay. The polar form of a complex number. The polar form of a complex number is z equals to r open bracket cos theta plus I sin theta. It means this is the real part and this is the imaginary part, true or false. In other words, sometimes you may see it in this form, r cos theta plus I r sin theta. So now we have been given the number z equals to -1 plus I, right? True or false? Huh? True or false? It's true, right? So let us equate this. So if we equate it, it means real to real and imaginary to imaginary. So here we are going to have -1 plus I equals to r cos theta plus I r sin theta. True or false? It's true, right? Okay, so here we are going to equate, this is real part, this is imaginary part. So -1 equals to r cos theta then I equals to I arrow sine theta. Do you agree with me? So let's name this one equation 1, this is equation 2. It means if this and this cancel, this and this cancel, the left hand side will now be 1 equals to r sine theta to give us equation 3, true or false. So at this point, we are going to square both sides. Or you have question that you want to ask? Do you have any question? Okay, no question. So what we need to do here is as simple as ABC. As simple as ABC. So we have to square both sides. Square both sides of equation 1 and 3. Square both sides of equation 1 and 3. Means this is how it will look like. Minus 1 r square equals to r square times cos square theta. So this is equation 4, right? Then here is the same thing as 1 equals to r square times cos square theta. Then this is 5. Then here we are going to have, if we square this, is the same thing as 1, true or false. Then here we will have 1 equals to r square sine square theta. This is equation 6. Okay. So if you agree with me, here this is what we are going to do. We are going to add equation 1 and 6, 5 and 6, adding equation 5 and 6. It means that will give us what? Equation 7, right? So it will be 1 plus 1 equals to r square cos square theta plus r square sine square theta. Okay. So when we have this, we are going to have what? This is going to be what? 2 equals to r square, open bracket, cos square theta, r square is common, plus sine square theta. True or false? So this implies that since this is the polar form, so we have to look for the radius. This is the radius, sometimes known as the magnitude modulus. This. So we need to find this. So let's recall that. Note that our cos square theta plus sine square theta is always 1. So here is going to be 1. So it means our 2 equals to r square, open bracket 1. So this implies that this is the same thing as 2 equals to r square times 1 is what? 1, right? So what are we going to do? We take square root on both sides. So this implies that here our r is going to be square root of 2. True or false? Yeah, it's going to be square root of 2. Okay? Square root of 2. So it means our z will now be here. Let's come here. R is square root of 2, open bracket, cos theta plus I sine theta. But we need to find theta so that it will be in the polar form. So how can we find theta? We now come back to equation 1 on equation 3, because here is so we can write it in this form. Equation 1 can be written in this form: r cos theta equals to -1. Already r is square root of 2, so when we divide 2 by r, this is what we are going to have, 1 all over r. So you can now see that this is the same thing as -1 all over square root of 2. Then equation 3 can be written in this form: r sine theta, which is equals to 1. So when you divide 2 by r, so here we need to find theta, right? So this implies that theta now be equals to cos inverse of -1 all over 2, right? Then here is the same thing, sine theta now becomes 1 all over r, which is equals to 1 all over square root of this 2, right? So this implies that theta is equals to sine inverse of 1 all over square root of 2. And the sine inverse of 1 all over square root of 2 is the same thing as this, pi all over 4, right? So the final answer will now be, this is where you are going to write the final answer. Final answer will now be z equals to r is square root, so square root of 2 open bracket cos is pi all over 4. I think here should be what? Minus, right? Minus I sine pi all over 4, right? Right. Or you just press your calculator. Then I think this is how they want you to evaluate this. So if you have any question, you drop it in the comment section. Is that clear? Thank you for your time. Love you guys. Make sure you like and share. Thank you. See you again.